How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 on the PlayStation 4. This is the West Coast, and I, as always, am Deej72. Thanks for joining me tonight. Much appreciate you guys coming, stopping by, hanging out, saying hey. Glad you're being a part of my channel. As you can see, we are just in the midst of a big old silage sale, and I'm hoping to get over here before that bin or the conveyor runs empty, although I somehow doubt I will, but you never know, you might get lucky. Right, got a little bit left. Yes, we got a little bit just in front there. This is a great conveyor, guys. I didn't know if I would use it for anything, but lo and behold, I have found a use. And I tried a lot of different methods on how to sell this and keep it going, and this is the best way I found. So to take advantage of that price, oh, look at that, it stopped. Shoot. Oh well, you know what, so what. There we go, just fill up there. Nice. Actually works really well, this method. I tried the other conveyors, and I found this to be the best system just because it was more compact. It didn't take up as much room, and I didn't realize you could unload this or collect stuff from the ground onto the conveyors. So, you know, good news all around, right? Hopefully the price hasn't dropped that much. We shall see. Anyway, before we get right into today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things, as usual, as I normally do. At the start of most videos, I talk about different things just before we get right into it. First things first, of course, I have a new subscriber. Well, the channel has a new subscriber. We have a new subscriber. Nate Wainmoss just subscribed today on the 29th of November. Nate, thanks very much for your support, man. Welcome to the dog pound. You do have my undying gratitude. I hope you find me entertaining, or at the very least mildly amusing. Here's hoping. Appreciate the support, man. Thanks very much. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was the statement retraction. I guess is the best way to put it. I am retracting my previous statement from the last video I put out. And if you guys haven't seen the last video, or if this is your first visit to my channel, what the hell are you doing here? Go watch the last video and you'll fully understand what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue on with my explanation about great demands, guys. As you remember, or if you don't remember, the last video I said I didn't understand the pricing of the great demands to the point where I thought it really wasn't worth it to actually do the great demands, since some of the other pricing could be better than what the great demand price was supposed to be. Come to find out, it was a 6-hour contract with the BGA for corn, and the price was $8.09 per ton, and a price somewhere else, Clifftop Farms, I think it was oh goodness, it was higher, right? It was like 8.24. Yeah, it wasn't much higher, but it was definitely higher. It was 8.24. Anyway, come to find out, I was checking the price because I was coming near the end of the great demand for wood chips, and I was gonna do one more load, and I happened to check the price, and I looked at the price of corn, and the great demand price had actually come up by around $150. It ended up being like $9.54. So maybe it is worth it for the great demands, guys. I guess I don't know if the longer you wait, the price increases, or if the amount of time the contract is has to anything to do with it. I'm not quite sure. Um, but yeah, I'm officially retracting my previous statement as of yesterday's events. Well, not yesterday's, a couple days ago events, episodes 5 events, and it might very well be worth looking at the great demand. So if you guys weren't aware of it, now you are. Or if you were aware of it, you can comment below and say, well, duh, Deej, like that's not news. Everybody should have known that who plays this game on a regular basis. And in which case, I apologize to Giants for saying, like, maybe you guys should look at your great demand, when in actuality, maybe I should look at the great demand. So, looking back at it, I might have been better for me to actually wait for the price of, to see what the price of wood chips was going to do, whether it was going to go up or not. I would imagine it might fluctuate like every hour, and the longer you wait, the higher the price gets. So I do apologize to Giants, and I apologize to you, the viewers, for ranting on about a thing that, you know, I really didn't have any knowledge of. So, lesson learned. Make sure you do all your research before you open your mouth. Open mouth, insert foot. Anyway, that being said, oh, look at that. I'm going to miss out on a bunch more again. Oh well. We are going to end up with a nice profit from where we started regardless. So there we go. That more than covers the cost of my front loader rental and my shovel rental. We are good. So I think I'm going to hang on to this conveyor and do it this way, because like I said in previous videos, the longer you can keep a sale going of any kind, continuous sale, the better the price will remain, right? Because normally you dump a trailer or a shovel full of silage, and as soon as the shovel's empty, the price changes. And it probably has a couple times now, but that's alright. I don't know if I'm going to get the last little bit with this or not. Might be better to actually switch to either a telehandler or the forklift. And I mean, the forklift doesn't hold as much, but it does hold about 4,000 liters. So I think I could maneuver it around quick enough to keep the conveyor going as long as possible. But not a bad price, guys. We're back up to $27,000 from where we started, which was, as you saw, by the time the leasing was done and everything, under $1,000. So, yay us, right? And we do have, as you can see, more silage fermenting over there, although it's going to be a while until it's ready. So yeah, all's well that ends well. Beautiful. We're done. We're done. And it only took us about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to sell, I want to say, about 150 tons of silage. Now remember, you're like 27,000, that's not very great, but 27,000 plus the 11,000 for the rental of the wheel loader, plus $400 or $500 I think it was for the blade. So around 30 some odd thousand, which is not too bad really. Price was around 333, and then I'm sure it dropped a couple times in there, but that's actually a good conveyor. I do like that. Now that I am aware that it will pick up stuff off the ground, so now you guys know too, unless you've already figured that out. In which case, why didn't you tell me? Anyways, on to the next thing. We do have a harvest coming up. What do I have planted? I have barley planted, I think. Yes, barley's planted, canola's planted, sunflowers are planted, and soy is planted. I'm hoping the soy is going to be ready. I know we've done this plenty of times before, guys, but money, man, it's the money. 21.39 at Little Woodhope. So we are going to at least start that harvest today. I'm going to run this trailer back up to Meadowview. So we are going to do that right now. Bum, bum, bum. Here we are, Meadowview Farm. Just dropping this trailer off, and we will continue on with our day. And I didn't mean to go this far in. So, what else is going on in the world of Farming Simulator? A bunch of mods were released today, and Monday as well, I believe. There was a few released, a new baler. A couple of map cleaners, I guess it is. Is it the pod hopper? I want to call it the pod hopper for some reason. I don't know why, but the name just... It's like a little mini lawnmower. But they also released a version of the lawnmower that actually cleans up your map. So it works like a vacuum. And they also released a similar version, but with the Silo King food mixed ration wagon, feeder wagon. They made a vacuum type of that holds like 16,000 liters. Now, if you have 16,000 liters worth of cleanup on your map, I suggest you either sell some of your animals, because you obviously have way too many, or spend a little more time maintaining your map. That would be my advice to you. Oh, also, guys, word of warning about this sprayer. If you're getting one or have it downloaded and haven't used it yet, hopefully it's a good sprayer. It works well. The only downside of it that I found was that the headlights don't work that great at night. It really doesn't illuminate anything. The back working light is actually brighter than the headlights. So if you're planning on spraying anything at night, my advice is either hire a worker or don't until you can see a little bit of daylight at least. Yeah, the headlights really, other than illuminate, what's almost directly in front of you, aren't the brightest headlights ever. So just fair warning, just letting you guys know. Alright, this isn't ready yet. Let's go ahead and speed this up so we can get this going, shall we? I will do that and then return when we're about to start. We are ready. Now, like I said, guys, I do apologize. I know we've done tons of harvests, but really, I haven't got too much else to do right now. And it's all about the money. Hopefully, you'll like this video anyway. Speaking of which, guys, if you do enjoy this video and the other videos I have put out, please just smack the hell out of that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean that you're enjoying the content you're seeing and would help me out a great deal. If this is your first visit to my channel, of course, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit. But why not just take it that little step further and go ahead and smack that subscribe button. You'll have my undying gratitude, guys. Much like Nate does, our latest subscriber. Follow Nate's good example. Join my channel. You will not regret it. You will have my undying gratitude And I promise you nothing bad will happen to you. You won't be put on any mailing lists or anything like that. You won't be receiving any flyers in the mail, nothing. Just, good old wholesome content. Speaking of content, of course, don't forget, guys, that new content will be coming to my channel. It will not be just Farming Simulator, I promise. I'm just waiting for the games to be released, and I will add them as quickly as I possibly can. And just so you guys are aware, this will be, well, it won't be the last episode. After all, it's only episode 6, but it will be the last episode of the West Coast for a little bit, because we are heading back to Estancia Lapacho for the next episode. We have not visited South America in quite some time, and we really need to see what's going on there. Plus, we have animals, so, there's a little more to do over that way. Plus, I bought a couple more fields. I managed to get that happening. I'll do some contracting if there's absolutely nothing else to do, or at the very least, post screenshots of it, so that you guys can see I'm playing legitimately. There is no money box cheat, none whatsoever. Oh yeah, what I was talking about the mods, and I got distracted. I got sidetracked, I think. Unless I mentioned it already, in which point you guys won't hear about this, and I'll edit it out. But they updated some maps in the mod folder. Well, for PlayStation anyway. I'm assuming for Xbox as well, but I'm not going to speak for Xbox. They updated some maps to accept the sugarcane. I'm assuming, of course. Such as Farming Legend, I believe, was updated. American Outback was updated. The Golden Days of Farming, Hoggenstead, and I think there was a couple others as well. We also received a new animal trailer. And what else? Yeah, I was talking about the Pod King, wasn't I? So I have mentioned something, but I don't think I mentioned the rest of the... I got sidetracked, as usual. As I happen to do from time to time, more often than not. Alright, pretty much all the time. It's what happens when you have so much going on in your brain that you're trying to remember everything you want to talk about, and everything you want to say, and everything you want to apologize for, and so on and so forth. You get the idea, right? Of course you do. You guys are smart. Anyway, if you have any friends as well who might or might not be aware of the Great Demand, because I have actually seen other videos where people have complained about the Great Demand. They may not have realized it, or they may have, but either way, guys, if you feel like sharing this video, share the hell out of this video. You definitely have my permission. You will receive absolutely no repercussions from me whatsoever. And you'll be doing me a great service, and this channel a great service, and expanding the dog pound and bringing in more running dogs. That's what we need. That's what we need. Although I am happy we hit double digits. So hey, and none of those double digits are relatives either. They're all people, just random people such as yourself who happen to stumble upon my channel somehow or another, for whatever reason it might be. But the ones who stuck around and decided to subscribe, and they obviously saw something and thought, you know what, I'm going to give this crazy Canuck a chance and see what he comes up with. And if I don't like it, I'll unsubscribe and go back to my everyday life, and, no harm, no foul. Or I'll just stop coming to his channel. If you don't get new material soon, I'm going to stop coming to your channel. I promise, guys, it's coming. I promise you it's coming. We are waiting on games such as Car Mechanic 2018. We're waiting, because I like playing simulator games, I'm not going to lie. Love simulator games. I'm a simulator nerd. What else is coming out? One that I've been waiting for. Oh yes, Farmer's Dynasty is apparently coming out, according to the websites I read, for console at the end of the month, or at the end of December. Not the end of this month, at the end of December is Farmer's Dynasty. There's an add-on coming out for you lucky PC guys for Farming Simulator, the new Straw and Harvest. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, console is getting a version of that as well, if not the add-on itself. I don't know 100% for sure if we are or not. If we are, awesome, and if we're not, well, you know how it goes, guys. That's the way the cookie crumbles when you play on console. Just like with mods, right? There are some great mods out there that I would love to see on console that are never going to happen. In fact, if Giants was to come to me today and say, okay, Deej, we are going to give you one mod, and only one mod, and this is the only mod you can have, the only scripted mod you can ever have forever until we figure out a way that we can add them to the PS5 or whatever down the line, and you know that's going to happen eventually. There's just going to be too great of a demand for them to ignore. Anyway, if you could have one mod, which would it be? And without a doubt, hands down, if I could have only one scripted mod on the console, it would be the Follow Me mod. Especially because I'm a single player warrior. I don't do many multiplayer versions of the game. The odd time here and there with a couple friends maybe, but not very often. And Follow Me, I think, would be ideal. What about you guys? If you could have one scripted mod on console, which one would you like to see come? Just a pipe dream. I know it's never going to happen, and I don't want a bunch of comments saying, why are you even asking? It's never going to happen. Just trying to start a conversation here, people. Just trying to get the ball rolling. So just go ahead, write down what mod or mods. If there's more than one, you can have more than... Well, no, you can't, because that's part of the question. If you can only have one mod, right? If you can only have one mod, which one it's going to be? And there's a lot of great mods out there. Would it be Seasons? Would it be Course Play? Would it be... I said Seasons already. GPS. Which mod would you like? I'm granting you one wish. I'm a genie right now. I'm granting you one wish. Comment below what mod you would love to see come to console. Alright, should we time-lapse? I think we should time-lapse this field, because we are running tight on time. So I think we should time-lapse this field and see exactly how quickly we can get it done, and then sell it. In fact, I might just jump right to the sale. I don't know. It depends on how much time we're going to have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will see you guys when I've decided. Yeah, we'll go with that. When I've decided what we're going to do, I will see you then, and not a moment sooner. Go ahead, start guessing when I'm going to come back. Go ahead. So, were you able to guess? Were you able to guess when I was going to come back? Huh? Did you get it right? I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark here and say I'm going to guess at least half of you got it right. And were able to anticipate when I was coming back. In which case, I say to you, you must have ESP. To those who got it wrong, hey, better luck next time. And guess what? You do not have ESP. It's alright though. You guys are awesome just the same. Don't ever change. So, we are just about ready to finish things up here. I've got like another pass and a half maybe. Just to finish things off, we are going to run it down to the sell point. And that will be it, guys. End of another episode here on Farming Simulator. We will be heading to Estancia Lapacho. Estancia. I keep saying that name wrong. Estancia Lapacho. Estancia Lapacho. South America. Where the sugar cane is. Been a while, and there are different things to do down there. I'm sure you guys are kind of getting tired of seeing the same old thing. Wash, rinse, repeat. Seed, fertilize, harvest. Seed, fertilize, harvest. I'm doing my best to try and get more money, people, which is why I kind of break the episodes up. That way I can work a little bit on this off screen, build some things up, and when we come back here, I say, hey, guess what I've done, guys? The plan is I want to start a forage harvest. I do. I want to start a forage harvest really bad. And get a forage harvester and all that fun stuff and make tons of money and all that stuff. The other thing I want to do too is I'm probably going to start, at least the next time we're here, potatoes and sugar peat. Sugar peats? Yes, I'm going to start sugar peats. A brand new product here on Farming Simulator. Sugar beets with a capital B. And yeah, probably one of these fields we're just going to break it up a little bit. I'm not going to do the entire field, obviously, because that would be completely insane. No, I'm not doing it that way. I'm probably going to do like a quarter of the field in potatoes and a quarter of the field in sugar beeters, and we will go from there. But from the looks of things, I'm looking at my trailer, and I'm thinking we're going to have to start doing like 2 fields of soy and probably 2 fields of canola in order to really prosper from this. In the meantime, where are we headed? Soy. $2,138 at Littlewood Hope Farm. Littlewood Hope Farms. We don't have very far to go. Just a hop, skip, and a jump down the street. So come on, guys. Let's jump into my tractor and we'll run on down to Littlewood Hope Farm. Just for something to do. How do we get out of here? Where's the exit? Is it over here? Might be over here. Then again, it might be over there. I can't remember how to get out of here. Here we are. Here's the exit. We want to go this way. No, we want to go this way. Go this way? I think we want to go this way. Pretty sure we want to go this way. Man, I tell you, I don't know where the time goes. It just seems to fly by. It's actually crazy because by the time I put all this footage together and look at it, I swear to God, I have like close to an hour's worth of footage, and I don't want to bore the hell out of you guys, so I try and cut that down. So hopefully it'll be within my normal running time, and hopefully you guys weren't too bored with this episode. I know it's not very exciting. It will get better, I promise. I promise. It will get better, guys. And gals. I don't want to be sexist. Gals, in case gals are watching. So while we drive down to Littlewood Hope Farm, guys, may I remind you one more time, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. bring your friends, bring your family, bring people to my videos who don't even know what they want to watch until they're watching it. It may just very well be this channel. Who knows? Wow, that was a good crash. Awesome. That was worthy of a fail. Bam. Oh well. I am not the perfect player, I admit that. Shouldn't start singing, otherwise... Oh, it's too late, guys. Listen to that. The farewell music has begun. Unbelievable. Did I time that right or what? Just crazy, crazy, crazy at timing this kind of stuff. We are going to wrap it up rather quickly because this footage is getting a little long and I don't have that much time. I don't have the time. And I keep crashing into stuff because, you know, I look away from the screen and look at my phone and, you know, crash just like in real life. Guys, don't text and drive. That's the result. Am I going in the right direction? Yes, I am. It's right there. That's where I want to be. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Really glad you stopped by and said hey and checked things out and hopefully chuckled a little bit. Or at the least, you know, gave out a huh or a you know, just a different kind of chuckling noise. Look at that. Look at that. We have $102,000. We came from under $1,000, people, to $102,000. That's crazy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and we are going to pay down $10,000 this time to our loan because during the silage sale there, I forgot to repay $5 grand. So we're going to do 10. So there's 1, 2. We are down to $255,000 and dropping. That is it, guys. That is the end of the video. I thank you all for watching. You guys are great. Remain awesome. Never change. And remember what I say. Would you look out for one another? It's a crazy, crazy world out there, people. Gosh, come on. Keep your eyes open. We need each other. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Wait for it. Take care. Now go on, get out of here, you crazy kids. Go live your lives. And close the door on the way out, would you? It's getting cold out there. Letting the heat out.